Hello, lovely people. This is Scholar Media House, and it's your boy once again, Daniel Ansuti. Can also call me Confidence K-Ban, but I prefer the Confidence K-Ban instead of the Daniel. So today, you know what Scholar Media House is all about. Yes, Scholar Media House. You know what we do, or you know what we do on this channel.
Yeah.
We only give you nothing but the best. We give you nothing but the best.
That's our hallmark.
Yes, that is our hallmark. We give you nothing but the best.
Yeah.
And then today, our agenda or our topic for this moment is peptic ulcer. Yeah, peptic ulcer. You know, we've already uploaded some of our videos on our platform. That is diarrhea, typhoid, and then animal bite.
Yeah.
I know it was of help to you. Yeah, I know it was of help to you. So please, I'm pleading with you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Share for other people to also benefit from what you are benefiting from.
Exactly.
The only thing that will motivate us is about you subscribing to this channel. That is the only thing that will motivate us. If you subscribe, it will boost our system. It will give us the energy, and it will motivate us to do more, because your subscription will tell us that what we are doing is really helping you people out there. So I'm pleading with you that you subscribe to this channel, you share the link, and then you like. But don't forget to comment. Don't forget to comment to this channel. But before we dive into our topic for today, before we move into our topic for today, that is the peptic ulcer, as I said earlier on, we're going for a commercial break. So stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our conversation. Welcome back to Scholar Media House. Welcome back. As I said earlier on, today our topic is peptic ulcer. Yeah, peptic ulcer. So we are coming to dive into peptic ulcer. By the end of this conversation, you know what peptic ulcer is. You know the causes. You know the signs and symptoms. You know the treatment, and you know the preventions of peptic ulcer. So I'm pleading with you. Stay tuned. Share the link for other people to also know. Share the link for other people to also benefit from what you are benefiting from. I know by you sharing, people will get to know, and then you save a lot of life. Yes, that is what we are here for. You save a lot of life. So with me here is our noble gentleman that today he will be doing most of the talking. Yeah, today for the talking, it will be him that will be doing it. So without wasting my time, or without much ado, we will go to him so that he introduce himself to our viewers. Okay, gentleman, Daniel Ansutin, but you can call me Confidence Gamer. Can you please introduce yourself to our subscribers and our viewers?
My name is Lekinane Elijah, but my nickname is Brown Scholar. Yeah, I prefer the Brown Scholar.
Brown Scholar.
Yeah,
the name indicates the name can describe the person that you are seeing here. Brown Scholar. So means he's a learned guy. Yeah, Brown Scholar. So today our agenda is, or our topic is peptic ulcer.
Okay.
Peptic ulcer.
True.
So when we say peptic ulcer, what is peptic ulcer in the first place?
Oh, well, thank you very much for the question. When we say peptic ulcer, it means that it's an open sore in the stomach or in the first part of the small intestine. So when there is a sore or a wound, let me put it in a layman's term, a wound or a sore in the stomach lining or the first part of the small intestine, then we term it as peptic ulcer. So when they say peptic ulcer, it means that there is a wound in the stomach or there is a wound in the small intestine. So basically, that is what peptic ulcer is.
So peptic ulcer is a wound in the stomach or the first part of the small intestine.
Exactly.
So is it only the first part of the small intestines, or there is other places that like, peptic ulcer can occur?
Oh, it can actually occur on the as earlier on the stomach, on the small intestine, on the esophagus, and all that. And there are several types of peptic ulcer. But basically, these are the areas where peptic ulcer can occur.
Okay, so you just said that there are types of peptic ulcer.
Yeah.
So can you tell our viewers or our subscribers the types of peptic
Yeah.
ulcer?
There are several types of peptic ulcer. So, as I said earlier on, if the ulcer occur or if the wound or the sore occur on the stomach lining, we call that one gastric ulcer.
Okay.
Gastric ulcer. So
Okay.
the first one is gastric ulcer.
Gastric
That is
ulcer.
if the ulcer occur on the stomach lining, then it's
Okay.
called gastric ulcer.
Okay.
And if the ulcer or like if the sore or the wound occur on the small intestine, then we call that one duodenal ulcer.
Okay.
Duodenal ulcer.
Okay. So we have gastric
Ulcer.
ulcer and then duodenal
So
ulcer.
when you say gastric ulcer, it means that the wound is located in the stomach. When you
Okay.
say duodenal ulcer, it means that it's located on the small intestine.
Okay.
And we have
Okay.
one which is called the esophageal ulcer.
Okay.
And as the name, like the name, you can actually like have a
Yeah,
clue where it's
it's the
located.
name itself will give you the
So
clue
if
of
it's
where
an
the
esophageal ulcer, it means that it occurs
yeah.
on the esophagus or in the
Okay.
esophagus.
Yeah.
And then we have one too that is caused by stress. When somebody is passed through stress or some trauma, it can cause ulcer within the person.
Okay.
So we have
So even stress
can also cause
can also
ulcer.
call. Okay.
So,
What for
but
all that I
basically,
used to know, I thought someone would say like if you keep starving yourself,
yeah,
you
it's
don't
there.
eat.
Yeah, it's
That
there.
is
It's also
that.
there.
Okay.
There is a scientific ideology behind that. There is a scientific rationale behind eating and causing ulcer. But
Okay.
that's not the only cause of ulcer. We have
Oh.
several causes of ulcer.
Oh, I
So
see.
when we
I
get to the
see.
causes of
I see.
ulcer,
I know you are learning something
sure,
from this.
sure.
If not today, I never knew stress can also cause
Yeah,
ulcer.
it can cause ulcer.
Wow.
The thing is
Wow.
that like so far as there is a wound or a sore in the stomach or the what do you call it, the small intestine,
Okay.
that is an ulcer. So anything
Okay.
at all that will make a wound to be created within the
Okay.
stomach or the small intestine or the
Okay.
esophagus,
So
it can
so
the cause of
is it only stress that causes ulcer, or
yes,
like I said earlier on,
yeah,
you starving yourself? So
you know it.
are there types of or causes of ulcer?
Yeah, there are a lot of causes
So
of ulcer.
can
A
you
lot of
give us
causes.
some?
So, as I said, there are a lot of causes of ulcer, but there is one major one that people are not aware of.
Okay, which
So,
is
I just want to say this video is going to give you a clue.
yeah, this video is going to give us a clue, because if not today, I didn't know stress also causes
Sure,
ulcer.
it can cause
But you
ulcer.
see, because of what we are discussing here, he has made me to know that stress can also cause ulcer. So
Yeah.
it's not about you starving yourself alone
It,
that gives you ulcer or
no,
that
no,
causes ulcer.
no.
Stress can also cause ulcer.
Yeah.
So what are the causes of ulcer,
Yeah.
if I may ask? Yeah, the
There is
causes of
one
ulcer.
cause of ulcer that is affecting of all ulcer patients,
Okay.
but then people are not actually aware of it.
Yeah.
Research has shown that there is this bacteria called Helicobacter bacteria.
Helico
Bacter
back.
bacteria.
Wow.
So it's called Helicobacter pylori.
Okay.
Helicobacter pylori. This Helicobacter pylori affects almost 50% of the global population.
Wow.
You understand? So
Yeah.
if I'm to put it in a percentage form, I can say like if like there are 100 people on Earth right now,
Okay.
out of them 50% are having this Helicobacter pylori bacteria in them.
Wow.
And this
Wow.
Helicobacter pylori bacteria, it moves around the stomach and then the small intestine, the stomach, small intestine, and then the duodenum.
Okay.
And when it gets into you, it feeds on the stomach, the small intestine, and then the duodenum. So you know that when it starts to feed on you, it will create sores.
Okay.
It will create, what do you call it? It will create some wounds around these areas. And
Okay.
by so doing, you see that at the end of the day, you end up getting ulcer.
So with this bacteria that you are talking
You
about,
know,
how does it get into the human
that's a very
body
good
system?
question. So you can actually get this or inject this bacteria through if you eat contaminated food. They
Okay.
live in contaminated food, they live in contaminated waters.
Okay.
And then you can actually get it if like my mom is having it and the person, and like my mom gave birth to me through breastfeeding. We call
Okay.
it vertical transmission. Like
Okay.
through breastfeeding, my mom can even
Okay.
give it to me.
Okay.
So if I'm
Okay.
having it and I give birth to a child and I breastfeed the child, the chances of getting like that child getting this Helicobacter pylori bacteria in his or her
Okay.
system is
Okay.
high.
Okay. Okay.
You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
So that's
So
one factor that causes what? Ulcer.
okay.
And then we move down to another factor, which is let me say acidic content in you.
Yeah.
Too much acidic content, or yeah, too much acidic content in you. You know that the walls of the stomach, the small intestine, the esophagus are not all that thick. So when there are too much acid content in you, they
Okay.
act on the walls of the stomach, the walls of the small intestine, the walls of the esophagus, and if they act on them, they begin to create some sores or create some wounds on it, and by so
Okay.
doing, it creates the ulcer. And
Okay.
then let's
So,
come back to one factor that you were mentioning.
yeah.
You starving yourself for a very long time.
Yeah. For all I know is you starving yourself.
Uh-huh.
There's
There is
food, but you don't feel like eating. For
exactly.
that one there, I know. But I
So
didn't know that
yeah,
there's
but
bacteria, there's
people are not
stress.
aware. People don't know why you starving yourself will cause what ulcer.
Yeah.
The reason being that there is the stomach is
You were saying too much acidic content in you.
yeah.
So with this too much acidic content, is it our lifestyle
Yeah, it's
that
lifestyle. It's lifestyle. The thing is that the body is secreting some gastric juice within us, and this
yeah,
gastric juice, most of them contains acid. So if you
okay.
are taking too much, let me say this spicy food, go and buy Indomie. They put a lot of spices in it.
Yeah,
Put a
that,
lot
that
of
is that is what nowadays
uh
is
they
is
put a lot
is
of
trending.
let me say pepper in it, and
Okay.
early in the morning, if you're not eating anything, then you take maybe a drink that contains a lot of acid. This geisha beverages, most of them contain a
This
whole lot of
caffeine
a
drinks.
lot of caffeine, a lot of acid. The acid now will be too much in you. Already
Okay.
the body is secreting acidic juice in you, so
Okay.
you are like taking another acid again,
Okay.
and it's going to be a lot of acid in you. So
Okay.
if the acid gets into you, there is no food in you, and then start to what act
Okay.
on then the on the stomach walls
All
and then
right.
the
All right.
small
All right.
intestine. So
Okay.
before you realize, ulcer is created there.
Yeah. So for all I know that they said we should be eating fruits then stuff.
Yeah,
And then I know orange contains a little bit of acid.
sure.
So is it advisable to take in orange?
So whoever that will tell you that take in orange is like they will say take in orange maybe 30 minutes before eating. If actually somebody have actually said something like that. So
Okay.
you will take in orange. You see, when you take in orange, if you said orange, when
Yeah.
you take in orange, you and I will like can attest to it that the moment you take in orange, less than 1 hour, you feel like eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? So the acid in you is demanding food.
Okay.
Then you will take the orange or any acidic content, you will not eat, and you will move around. It will start to act on the walls of the stomach, and then it will
Okay.
create a wound.
Okay.
So, like most of the doctors will tell you that, oh, before you eat, take maybe an orange after 30 minutes, then you eat. That one, there
Okay.
will not be any problem because there
Okay.
will be food for the acid to
To
act.
act on it. Oh, so it will
Exactly.
be acting upon
The
the
food,
food. Oh,
not
yeah.
on the
Oh, okay.
stomach
Because
walls.
I can remember some time ago, I over ate,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was suffering. My mom told me like I should go and buy orange and take.
Exactly.
So you see, I didn't have any knowledge, any idea about me going to
Sure,
buy the
sure.
orange. So I was like, I've overate and I'm suffering. I
Yeah.
can't even breathe. And you're asking me to go and buy orange and take. What
Yeah.
is this orange
In
going
fact,
to
our
do?
mothers, most of them are scientists,
Yeah,
so
what
they
is this
understand.
orange going to do? Then she was like, when you take in the orange, it will act upon the food and
Yeah.
then you'll be okay.
Sure,
So
sure.
I tried it, and
Yeah.
then honestly speaking, it worked. It
Okay.
worked for me.
Yeah. So
So from
that's it.
there, that is what I've been
Yeah.
doing.
So that's one factor is the bacteria I was talking about. And the second one is you starving yourself for a longer period of time.
Okay,
And the third one is too much acidic content in you.
okay,
And this can be like maybe early in the morning you took in orange without you eating anything, or you took in this let me say beverages that contain a lot of
yeah,
caffeine and then all
yeah,
those things.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so the second one too. So the starving, like the starvation, like if you starve yourself for a longer period of time,
Okay,
the reason why you get ulcer is that the body secretes some gastric juice, which we call it hydrochloric acid. So
okay.
this hydrochloric acid, how it is secreted is that whenever you come across somebody eating, when you smell the aroma of any food, it
Hmm.
stimulates the body to secrete this hydrochloric acid.
Okay,
So when this hydrochloric acid are stimulated, and then there is no food for it to be acted on. Well, the reason why this hydrochloric acid are stimulated is that like to kill any bacteria that you found in any food that you
eat.
eat, and then to make the food soft for digestion to take
Take
place.
place. Okay.
So if like you are working within the day, definitely you one way or the other come across somebody eating.
Yeah, definitely.
You definitely smell the aroma of somebody eating or any
For that
food.
one, you can't resist.
So definitely, as you are moving around, this gastric juice are being secreted in the system.
Okay.
So there is a need for you to eat so that when they are secreted, they can act upon the food, but not on your stomach walls.
Okay. So, hello viewers. I know you are learning something from our conversation today. I know you are learning something. By the close of this conversation, you get to know what peptic ulcer is and then how to prevent peptic ulcer. But before you go to the signs and symptoms, I'm pleading with you once again. Pleading with you. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
Exactly.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This is the only thing that will motivate us to do more videos. This is the only thing that will motivate us. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share the link. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like, and then don't forget to comment. Your comment is very, very, very important to us. It's very, very important to us. So please, I'm pleading with you. I'm pleading with you guys. Keep on subscribing. Keep on sharing the link for us. And I know by you doing this, it will motivate us. We will do more.
Yeah,
that is the only
we
thing
have more for you.
We have more for you. Scholar Media House is all about health talk. It's all about health talk. So I'm pleading with you guys. I'm pleading with you. So Brown Scholar, what are the signs and symptoms that will let someone know that, oh, this particular person is suffering from peptic ulcer? This particular person, what this particular person is doing, or per the moves of this person, what this person is doing, the moves of the person will let you know, or will tell you that, oh, this particular person is suffering from peptic ulcer. So what are the signs and what are the symptoms of peptic ulcer?
Right. That's a very good question. For you to know that somebody is suffering from a particular disease, then there are some signs and symptoms that the person will show that you'll be able to tell that from what I'm seeing, this person is suffering from this or that. Well, for peptic ulcer, one of the major sign or like symptom that the person will show will be stomach pain.
Okay.
Definitely. No matter where, like they will say stomach, but the thing is that like in a layman term, they refer the whole belly as stomach.
We refer the belly
so
as
definitely
stomach.
All the esophagus, the small intestine, the stomach itself, they are all located in the belly. So definitely we see the person will be touching the stomach. My stomach is paining me, my stomach is paining me. And it's going to be in the form of as if a burning sensation, like as if something is burning with it, like it's very, very painful. Very, very, very painful.
Because you saying the person or the fellow will be feeling stomach pain or something. You see, when somebody is running diarrhea or something, you see the person will also complain of stomach pain.
It looks as if like if something is burning you, like some burning sensation. It's very, very painful. You can't do anything. Like if you don't treat yourself from ulcer or you don't take care of yourself when you get ulcer, is very, very painful. In fact, like you can't walking will be a problem. It's very, very painful. At that point in time, you can't eat. The moment slight maybe water or food get into the stomach and it pass that area, like the area where the wound is created.
It's wahala. So
like
if you eat, you are in trouble. If you don't eat,
so you guys have to prevent it so that it will not come. Like the moment the ulcer set in, eating self you can eat.
Wow.
So it's very, very painful.
So if you eat, you are in trouble. If you don't eat, you are in trouble. And you can't do without not eating. Whilst you are in pain, you can't do without eating.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the first one is stomach pain. And the second one is nausea or vomiting. The person will feel like the person will be nauseated, the person will be feeling like vomiting. Or the person will be vomiting.
Okay.
So it's either the person will be feeling to
vomit or the person will be throwing out. Okay.
And then the second, the third one too could be that the person will be when the person visits the toilet or goes to the toilet, the stool will be black because sometimes bleeding has occurred within you and it will go through the stool, so that you see some black spots within the person's stool and all that.
So that one too can give you a clue that I'm suffering from stomach ulcer, so I need treatment.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So basically, these are the causes of.
So these are the signs and the symptoms of Peptic
Peptic
ulcer.
ulcer.
Okay. You see, we've already done videos on typhoid fever. That
Yeah.
is why it is running through. So, I beg, please go and look for that video and watch. It's
Exactly.
going to help you a
It's
lot.
a very
It's going to,
comprehensive
yes,
video.
it's going
Very,
to
very
help you a lot.
comprehensive.
But please, as I always say and as I said earlier on, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share the link. That is what we are asking for.
Beg
We
you.
beg you. We are
Just
pleading
subscribe.
with you.
Subscribe
Just
for us.
subscribe to this
We
channel for us.
beg.
We are pleading with you. That is the only way you motivate us, for us to keep on bringing you nothing but the best.
Sure.
Nothing but the best. So, Brown Scholar, what are the pathophysiology behind this peptic ulcer, and then can you
Okay.
break it down for our people
Okay.
and to
Yeah.
know what this pathophysiology is about?
Oh, when you say pathophysiology, I think it's a medical term.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's a
somebody who
big
is
word.
not into medicine or any health will not understand what this pathophysiology is.
Yeah.
When they say pathophysiology, let me just break it down to the simplest level. Like pathophysiology simply means that all the activities that occurs within a system before a medical condition will set in.
Okay.
So let's assume, let me take malaria for example.
All right.
When the parasite that causes malaria
Okay.
gets into you, which is the plasmodium parasite, when it gets
Okay.
into you, how does it work around the system before it will affect you with the malaria?
Okay. So what the way it works,
All the
it
life
does it
cycles,
things.
the way all the bacteria does their work before they affect you. That's
Okay.
what
All right.
pathophysiology
All
is.
right.
So
All
the
right.
processes that occur before peptic ulcer will demonstrate or will start to, like before somebody
Yeah.
will start to demonstrate the signs and symptoms of
Yeah.
peptic ulcer. That's what we call pathophysiology.
Pathophysiology.
I
All
hope
right.
this is simple. You can
Yeah.
understand what
Yeah. Yeah.
pathophysiology is.
Yeah.
So, but with the case of peptic ulcer,
Okay.
let me say the pathophysiology have to do with three things.
Okay.
Where you are not, like when you don't eat or when you starve yourself for a longer period of time,
All right.
when the bacteria gets into you. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
So let me talk about it. When you talk, like I think I've said
If
something
yeah,
small
you
about it.
said something
So
small
when
about it. So
you didn't eat for a longer period of time, or when
okay.
you starve yourself for a longer period of time, the body is such a way that God has made us in such a way that, like, whenever, like, it secretes some gastric juice within us, and
Okay.
these gastric juice are called hydrochloric acid,
All right.
and this hydrochloric acid acts on the food that we eat. You
Okay.
understand? So in case there is a bacteria or any foreign material in the food, this acid will kill all those bacteria,
Okay.
and it also helps to moisten the food or make the food soft for digestion to take place.
All right. All right. All right.
So how the juice are secreted is that, like, when you come across somebody eating, when you smell the aroma of somebody's food, or when you see
Okay.
food, it stimulates the body to secrete this gastric juice known as the hydrochloric acid. So if there is gastric, definitely as you are walking around within the day, you one way or the other come across food that you didn't eat.
Yeah.
Somebody is eating, you came across it, or you pass that
You're a
area,
person. Okay.
or you definitely inhale the aroma of somebody's food.
Okay.
So when this, or like all of these happen, the gastric juice will be secreted. But at that point in time, you've not eaten.
Yeah. So
So it
it's
will
not it's not
going
it's
to
not
act
going
on
to
any
any
food,
food.
because there is no food there to be
So it's
acted
rather
on.
going to act
Act
on the
on the walls,
stomach walls instead of acting on the
the
food.
food. So if it acts on it, you know how to is corrosive. So it
Yeah.
will
It's
corrode the
okay.
area
All
and
right.
then
All right.
create some wounds,
Okay. All
create
right.
some sores.
All
So
right.
that's how you get the ulcer.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then with the case of the bacteria I was talking about, the
Yeah.
pylori bacteria I was talking about, in case it gets into you, as I said, it involve around the stomach, the duodenum, and then the intestine.
Yeah.
And when they evolve around this area, they start to feed on the walls of these organs that I've mentioned. So
Okay.
when that feeding begins, it's
Okay.
going to create some wounds or some sores around this
All
area.
right. All
And
right.
when the sores are created, we terminate that as peptic
Okay.
ulcer.
Okay. So
So that's the
he
pathophysiology.
has explained the pathophysiology
Exactly.
for you. Okay. Okay. So what are you going to tell our viewers that are watching us? In case somebody, so the treatment, like you've explained the pathophysiology to us.
Yeah.
So what are you going to tell our subscribers and our viewers who are watching us out there in case somebody is suffering from peptic ulcer?
Okay.
What are the treatments and then the preventions of this peptic ulcer?
Oh, well, that's a very good question.
Yeah,
So in case you're having peptic
peptic
ulcer,
ulcer.
The only treatment at this point in time, like everything should be pharmacological.
Okay.
Yeah, and it can only be non-pharmacological if the situation gets worse.
Okay.
Non-pharmacological, like that at that point in time, you just won't be enough for you to cure the disease. You
Okay.
understand? Like
Yeah.
gas cannot be enough for you to cure the disease.
Okay.
So sometimes the person will be bleeding profusely.
Okay.
Sometimes they will be, let me say, yeah, bleeding.
Yeah.
So at that point in time, the person needs to go through surgery for them to correct those areas.
Oh, I
And sometimes
see.
there will be perforations, like there will
Mm.
be holes in the stomach or in the small intestine
Okay.
or even the esophagus. So at that
Okay.
point in time, the person need to go to the hospital
For
for
them to
do
do.
surgery to cut away those areas or to
Okay.
stop the bleeding and all that. That's the
Okay.
non-pharmacological aspect.
All
But the pharmacological aspect where you're supposed to use drugs, you can use a because you don't know whether it's the bacteria that is causing
okay.
the ulcer or it's maybe other means.
Okay.
So basically, you start with the metronidazole.
Okay.
Metronidazole is used to cure
So
all bacterial
with that
infection.
one, I think if even if the person goes to the pharmacy
They will
and
still
then explain to them,
they will
they'll
still give
be
the
okay.
person metronidazole.
All right.
And
All right.
then one two have to be with omeprazole.
Okay.
Omeprazole. Yeah, when you take omeprazole to it release the pain and all that. But one thing you should know is that when you are an ulcer patient, painkillers are not for you. You don't
Okay.
take painkiller.
Okay.
You
So
understand?
it has side effects and it has complications.
Ehen.
All right. All right.
So don't take painkillers. Just get the metronidazole or omeprazole, and you can get this what do you call it? This anti-acid. Like there is one medicine called Zero Plus. It's an anti-acid, so it neutralizes the amount of acid in you, so that
Okay.
it will make the place
So
neutral.
what are some of the complications that
Yeah,
the person might?
complications. That is what I mentioned earlier
Yeah.
on. Perforations.
Okay.
Yeah, your stomach could be perforated or the small intestines will be perforated.
Okay.
And then we have bleeding. If the wound becomes bigger, you may be
Yeah.
bleeding profusely. You understand?
Okay.
There is one thing that I didn't ask, I didn't add.
All right.
That's the when you are what like an ulcer patient, too much, not even ulcer patient, too much intake of these painkillers causes ulcer. You understand?
Okay.
So it's not all the time that you have to be taking these
Yeah,
painkillers.
yeah. There are some people when the person is feeling slight headache,
Yeah,
like the he or she is not feeling
the person will end
well,
up
the
taking
person will just
painkiller,
grab and buy
painkillers
painkiller,
and all that.
then take.
Yeah,
I'm pleading with you.
yeah.
If you know you are an ulcer patient, and it's not automatically you being an ulcer patient.
Even some of the asthmatic patients, it's not good for you.
Yes,
So painkillers,
just disease yourself from painkillers,
sure.
and then nowadays people like doing self medication. They'll prescribe medication for themselves
Yeah. So
without any
yeah, that
doctor's advice.
let me come to that. So all these medications that I've mentioned to you, don't just go and take them. When you are suffering from ulcer, like because of the self medication that I'm talking about, when you are suffering from ulcer, go to the pharmacy and
Explain to them.
explain to them that this is what I'm going through.
Listen,
But
this is what
somebody
I'm feeling.
recommended this and that to me. Is it good for me to take?
Yeah,
Then you take it.
because it
But
depends on the type of ulcer
also
you
that
are
you have,
suffering from.
it
That will
depends on
determine the
the
medication
medication they will give to
they'll
you.
give to you.
But the basic one should be what I've mentioned. You
Okay.
understand? So you were talking about the
Yeah.
preventions of ulcer. It has to do with our lifestyles. Like you don't have to, you have to change your diet. Like
Yeah.
don't be taking too much spicy food. Too
Yeah. And
much
then
spicy food.
too much pepper.
Yeah, that's spicy. The
Yeah.
spicy food
You
I'm
see
talking
that
pepper.
there are some people they if especially those that they like buying Indomie
Yeah,
outside.
yeah. So don't
I
be
want
taking too much
I
spicy
want
food.
this, I want that, I want that.
Avoid too much painkillers, as I earlier on mentioned.
Yeah.
Don't starve yourself for a longer period of time. Eat on time.
Yeah, you talk
Eat on
about
time.
stress too.
Yeah,
So
stress.
you educate them on
Yeah,
how
so
to.
don't go through a whole lot of stresses. Like there are some activities that will help, like we create some wounds within
Yeah,
your intestines and then
go
stomach. So
and
there are some
trigger
stresses
this.
like you don't have to go through them. And by
Yeah,
so doing, you prevent yourself from ulcer. Because of the bacteria I'm talking about, make sure your food are not contaminated.
yeah,
Protect your
hygienic.
hygienic. Like
Yeah,
drink well treated water.
yeah.
Don't eat any contaminated food. Your chances of maybe being introduced to this bacteria is very high when you eat contaminated food or drink
And most
contaminated water.
especially, it's about buying food outside.
Yeah. So
You
that's
see,
it.
you must have a particular place that you normally buy your food, and
Exactly.
you make sure that
Exactly.
this particular place I'm buying my food, the place is
Yeah.
hygienic. The
So
person selling the food is very neat.
sure.
Because sometimes you see, some of us we can't stand it whenever we are hungry. We
Yeah.
can't stand it.
Yeah.
So any place that we get to, provided there is a food, we are taking in.
Yeah. It's not advisable.
It's not
It's not a
advisable.
good.
It's
It's
not
not a
going
good
to
practice.
help.
It's
It's
never
not
a
going
good
to help.
practice.
So I'm pleading with you. Stop buying food outside. Stop buying
Exactly.
food outside.
Yeah.
If even if you are traveling and then you are, oh, with this journey, I will spend a lot of hours on my way. You can cook your own food and you send it
Yeah.
to prevent this disease, to prevent this
Peptic
deadly
ulcer.
this deadly sickness, because
Yeah.
it can lead you to death. Because you going through pains, because I learned that some of them, they can't sit, they can't bend, they can't stand. There's nothing that you can do that you feel okay unless you have been taken to the hospital. And then if you are not lucky, they might operate you. And then if they operate you, let's say you've not been operated, your strength is 100%. The moment they operate you, it reduces. Your strength will reduce. There are certain things the doctors will advise you not to do them because you've been operated before. So I'm pleading with you. I'm pleading with you to desist from certain things, desist from certain lifestyle, certain things that you know that if I do them, it is going to result me into this. Please desist yourself from them. Desist from them. And then please, as I always say, as I keep on saying, please subscribe to this channel for us. We beg you. Please subscribe to this channel,
Yeah.
share the link, comment, and then like. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. So, Brother Scholar, your last words for our people.
Well,
Your last message for our
what I just
people.
want to say is that make sure you follow the preventions. Make sure you don't fall a victim of peptic
Peptic
ulcer.
ulcer.
Just follow the preventions. Make sure you eat on time. Don't eat too much spicy food. Don't take any contaminated food or water. By so doing, you get yourself prevented from peptic ulcer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I just want to say. You make time with us, watch our videos, and your health will be at the topmost
Yeah.
level all the time.
Yeah.
That is what we are here for.
Scholar Media, your
Sure,
health is our first priority.
sure, sure.
Your health is our first priority. So, brother, thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
once again for
You're
having time with us and
you're
then
welcome.
having time with our people.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you very much.
welcome. So see
So,
you in our next video.
yeah, see you in our next
That
video.
is going to be on diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yeah,
Diabetes. So I'm pleading with you. Keep on sharing the link. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep on keeping
So
on.
have a blessed
Share the
day.
link and then advise people, talk to people for them to know, to know that there is a platform that they talk about health. It's
Yeah.
going to help them.
Yeah.
We give you nothing but the best. Your health is our first priority. So thank you. It's your boy once again, Daniel Ansotin, but I always prefer the confidence.